My dad came in and told me, I was the eldest of 7 boys, that my mom was leaving and she wasn't coming back.
There was a time when I was babysat by a male babysitter, and I was touched inappropriately. So growing up, I thought, I had to use my body to get what I wanted.
I can remember praying to God, why can't I have a normal family? And with tears in my eyes, I was just begging him, please make things normal again. Don't let Mom leave. In the time she was gone, she had become a drug addict. And in God's timing, my father had been put on the board of directors for a Christian women's home that dealt with drug addiction. My dad got her into that place, and even though they had no room, they let her sleep on the floor. My mom accepted Christ that night, and she never used again.
It starts off with something very small. Oh, I love to do this, so I'm just gonna do it. And you go into the industry completely innocent and oblivious as to really what's going on. We were writing music that was very secular. It glorified sex, drugs, and everything, rock and roll, all of that stuff. And so there was a tug in my spirit because I knew what we were doing was wrong, but at the same time I was getting all the things that I'd always wanted. I wanted the love, I wanted the attention, and I wanted all these things, and this was just at that time the way to get it. After a night of partying, I fell asleep on the floor. I was that intoxicated, and that morning, it was a Sunday morning, I woke up and I heard in my spirit, go to church now.
The chief of police for the city of Anaheim reached out to me and said, hey, how would you and your wife like to join us for a family fun camping weekend up in the mountains? By the end of those 3 days, both my wife and I came forward at the same time. I believe it's my mother's prayers that pointed me towards God. But in the end, it was being around a group of men who were in the same profession, who I saw as role models, that opened themselves up and shared Christ with me.
I definitely have a different perspective and a more fulfilling life now. I realize that the gifts that God has given me, I needed to glorify Him with those.
The lady who left us and caused us so much harm is also the lady that saved us. The family I prayed for when I was 12 years old, I have today. I have children that love and serve the Lord. I have a wife that loves and cares for me deeply.
Being a part of the worship team here at Crossroads has been amazing. I get to worship, and help people go into the presence of God is so amazing, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm married, 20 years with my husband. I have 2 amazing children, and I couldn't have prayed for a better life.
Every one of us has a story to tell. And I think that part of your testimony is to tell that story.